that one. Now I can finish watering.
Woohoo!
But good. Roof crew, let's go!
If I ever get out of this house alive, gonna set the whole goddamn place on fire. Forget about the past, the future won't last. Pretend that these stones were not meant to be thrown. If I ever get wise without putting in time, never have the fear of being alive. Forget about the past, the future won't last. Pretend that these stones were not meant to be thrown. If I ever get out of this house alive, gonna set the whole goddamn place on fire.
Dude, that was good timing. I like just sat my ass back down as the song was done. This is like what happens when you procrastinate, when you get home from work and you don't do the watering of the plants like it needs to be done, and you know damn well you're gonna forget if you sit here and hang out with your fucking stoner friends all night. So, hey, so you'll have to forgive me in a few minutes. I'm gonna have to go and fill up another bucket, but I got the magical headset.
Wait a
so
minute. Wait a minute. Why are we filling
Yep.
up buckets? Why are we filling up buckets? This is
'Cause
baby
the water-
bird fucking tech for beginners. Why are we filling up buckets?
What the fuck do you think I'm filling it up with? It takes a lot of BBT. Yeah, I was going to say BBK. It takes a lot of BBT to.
No. See, you're doing it wrong. You have to lovingly spit the water from the mouth to the soil, to the plant, not to the bucket. See, your
I'm an
technique
angry-
is off.
Where do you get the slop from to BBT? From the bucket after you got.
Man, you got to get a
put it
cup.
all in there, and then you got to like get your big cup. Yeah, like you know, I use yogurt containers, these big ones, because you get.
There you go. Yeah, good big old mouthful. Yeah.
And you gotta like you gargle and kind of chew at the same time, where there's
Depending on thickness. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're using the real good stuff, a little more chew than gargle, because the gargle you might choke and spit a little back up.
Well, and then also if it's too thick at the moment, just keep going because your saliva is going to add to it and like stir that shit really up, and before you know it, you'll have a nice slimy, spewable, friggin' deliverable, like bio-ready, absolutely bio-ready.
Absolutely bio-ready. I mean, the microbial diversity that is in this concoction is hands down. It can't be touched.
Yep. Did you know also if you can get it to like kind of slime down your throat a bit and trigger your gag reflex a little bit, then you get some of your natural gut biome bacteria and stuff coming up in there too, and it lowers the pH because it's tummy acid.
Yeah, there you go. Good thinking. I wonder if it has. That's what I said the second you were like gargle and chew at the same time. I was like, hell, there goes the grandkids.
Where the fuck did you think we were going with a title like this for the show? It was going to get bad. We didn't have much of a choice on this one.
Where did the wives take loads to get your pineapple juice?
Ooh. So you're going for the pineapple terps in your plants.
Yep.
I like that.
Oh, and this wedding cake terps, where's 2 cents? He in here? No, there he is.
No, you
wedding cake, fresh.
Fuck off, 2 cents.
Yeah, wedding cake.
Hey, let's time him out for a couple seconds.
Yes, do it, please.
You just time him out for a few? Yeah, man, that's easy enough. We haven't
G-Bay's
done that
my
for a
hero.
long time.
I'll give him 10 seconds. We'll be easy on him.
That's it. Just 10 seconds.
That's
Wow.
seconds. How about like an hour and a half?
No,
And then we'll let him. Well, then we'll let him come in, and we'll be really nice to him at that for the last half hour.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, 100% fact right there. That is just you can't even compare the two.
Oh, way better. Way better because,
Yeah,
like I said, you got like your own like lactobacillus bacteria and all that other good stuff that's in your tummy. Oh yeah, like
Oh yeah, and I mean you got all the bacteria in your mouth. You know, there's some funky stuff going on there. So you know, it help break down all the goodness.
Oh, hey, there's Red. What's up, brother? It's all good. We're good, man.
Cheers,
No
Red. I
problem,
see
Red.
that. If you're available, Red, you interested in jumping on with us tonight? We don't have much of an agenda. Or
Just a little.
if you, or come and talk a little BBT with us.
We'll introduce you to this wonderful.
I mean, you know, it borders on the you have to get a little bit, you know, personal, but you know, to properly BBT your plants. I mean, is it that time of the month? I mean, you know, because you have to remember one of the main components to the BBT.
Yes,
you know?
yes, it is Hummer Week. I'll have you know, and so. Yeah, BBT and the PPM, I can't do all. Thank you. Yeah, it's all in effect. Dude, fucked up shit goes on when there's not a camera going on around here. Like, this is the stuff that we're allowed to show on TV.
Wow. You
So-
know what I'm doing.
We better
Are
hit
you
it
giving
down.
prostate exams?
Get on over.
Ah!
Really.
Whoa, we get the 2-finger fucking shuffle up in there, huh?
Boy, I'm
Oh,
terrified.
speaking of the 2-finger shuffle, I watched a Ralphie May
Speaking
clip.
of,
I watched a Ralphie May clip the other day. Just type in Ralphie May finger and just go from there. Watch the clip. You will thank me later. He does a little charade.
Is he still around?
No, I believe he's passed on.
It's
his
too
comedy
bad.
lives on.
I'll check that out. I was remember him when he was on that comedy reality show that they had, like America's Best Comic or whatever that was. He was great, I thought.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, good comic. There's a funny one I seen today too. It was some magician or card guy making fun of Trudeau on Canada's Got Talent. That's pretty funny.
Actually, yeah, I saw that. That's
Little low dig.
yeah. Before we get too carried away, you know what? I would just want to shout out all our Patreon supporters. We usually get all high as shit and forget to do this, Art. So I have the presence of mind for once. So let's just get on with this. Starting off the top with the newest, the most recent, we got Archie B. Grown. We've got our brother Big Word, Art Man. We got She Rose the Dank, Jay Patrick, Coach Flyer, Delman, Kingfisher, High and Tight, Shane over Day Neutral Preserves, 311 Mixed Up, Noob Grows, Ziggy's Garden, our brother Sniff, G-Bay Genetics, Chef Paulo the Great, BC Stoner, oh man, Crazy Pop Mom. I want to thank you all so much from the bottom of our hearts because, well, helping paying the bills is really sweet and we do appreciate it. But as we've said before, monetary contributions is not necessary at all. It's just kind of little bonus extras that we get. The best way you guys can support us is what you're doing right now. Tune in every night when we're coming on live and having a great time. If you want to really be awesome, maybe you could hit the like and subscribe.
it's almost got like a little bit of prong, snap your finger, snap your neck going on there.
That's 100% is a prong song. 1,000%.
Good.
Yeah, it's off that album, not that song though. But yeah,
It is off that album too.
Yeah.
All right. I thought it sounded about right.
I love prong. There's a few different bands that I've taken breakdown sections from and tried to do something with like that, and it's like fuck sweet. Now we've got a prong in here, and as long as I think I've used that song before in a few places, and I've been told that it is a copyright thing, but they're okay with us using it. So until we're told otherwise, we'll just fucking go with it.
I think it's like you know, if you're trying to make that sneaky phone call and you know they're going to be tracing you, you got fucking so many seconds before you got to hang that shit up, and no, not even a second more, and they gotcha. It's just like if you put in 1 second of Ric Flair, done.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy how that's fucking like. No, we had another episode get pulled actually.
Oh, we had another one.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was during COVID times, and yeah, I'm pretty sure we had people start spouting about COVID. And then I remember kind of being like, I remember even kind of like, whoa, like, and shutting it down. And within a few days, that episode was fucking gone. And like, not even, I get YouTube sends me notifications on just about every video we send because they all get further restricted than they already are because we say awesome stuff and we smoke even better stuff, you know. And apparently they don't think that's too cool, so I always get told about that. But that's one that. And did we get a strike for Ric Flair?
Yeah, we got a strike for Ric Flair.
We actually did get a strike. Yeah, see, I wasn't sure about that one, but yeah, no, that one just disappeared. Where it's like, oh well, what the fuck? Oh, Jay wants dildos.
Hey, we got dildos.
We got dildos for days.
You know, like Noob says,
Yeah, baby.
Discord,
yeah.
we got dildos.
Hell yes.
And with just a click of a button, you can be fucking awesome too. That's right. Click the link below.
I like how those
and
dildos land, and that's just like, yeah.
click the link below. I mean, I can sit here all day long and talk about how awesome.
No matter what, Old Lobster is still my favorite dude in this whole video.
Look at these great people right here. Look at how much fun they are having. Would they lie to you?
Fuck
no. Join the Booth Crew Discord today. Click that link. Oh, you want to? I mean, you would if you loved me, wouldn't you?
You totally would join the Booth Crew Discord if you loved me. And Jay Patrick's an awesome motherfucker. And he even put the link in the chat below there, or to the side, I guess. Hit that up. Join the Booth Crew Discord. We are awesome.
Yeah, man. There's always fun stuff going on. We do weed stuff. We do fun stuff. It's very memorable time in there usually. And you know what? Mids is always usually somewhere fucking around. So you know everybody's got some mids.
I trimmed for like 8 out of the 52 shows.
That's
Hey, that's what it's about, man. So like Todd said, he asked if you were ever going to be done. I said, you see the size of that fucking yard? No, he's going to be trimming for a while.
We still got, well, this is the end of one plant. This is the end of the Hawaiian Black Widow 1. What do I got left? I got 3 plants left. 3 plants left. So I think the Hawaiians and the garlic cookies are left.
Nice.
We're down
Yeah, that garlic cookie shouldn't be a bad trim. That should go pretty quick.
Yeah, it was pretty puny, and it was very tiny buds up the tops of the branches. But those Hawaiians, man, the buds were like this long, man.
Did they? Yeah, right. That one was a bit on the leafy side. But did they solid up at all? I don't remember. Yeah. Did they stay just a touch on the airier side?
Yeah, I'll show you this one when I'm done trimming it here. I'll give this one a nice trim job. This one a nice big top cola, and then we'll take a look at it in a sec here. But yeah, they did really well. The stuff that didn't receive all that like really nice end of the season, 2-3 week prime growing atmosphere like the lowers. They didn't, but all the top colas, the top 8 to 10 inches, oh yeah, they grew it really nice. Now I don't really get any strong fruit per se off them, but there is that like lighter, more vibrant smell, not towards lime or anything like that, but like not your super fucking rank weed, not like the BAMs or anything.
Yeah.
Smells
Well,
like
I definitely know when you go through something like in the Hawaiian that of mine that he used on that cross, that because that's the Hawaiian Black Widow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So even with that, man, that thing has this, like you almost say, it's almost bright. Until that kind of initial cure happens, or that initial dry, and you get through that and get into the cure, you don't, those fruit scents almost get a little buried in the background of what's going on with it. Oh yeah, a good looking nug.
like they are airy, but it's not that bad. Like it's
that's
good.
not too bad. That's a nice outdoor structure. I'd be happy with that all day.
Thumbs up. Yeah, there. You know what? I did really well with the structures on a lot of plants this year. It's going to be hard to top this year's garden. This one's going to be one for the books for a bit.
That's what we like to hear, though, dude. Fucking right.
Yeah.
We want to hear that from everyone. Unfortunately, it's not always in the cards, but nothing makes me happier than hearing my brothers and sisters doing well in life, but doing well in the garden as well.
Those BAMs, man, with those 3 big trees I had in the middle of the yard, they just they went ape shit, man.
Yeah. I'm still hoping that fucking number 2 is going to be the one.
It is, I think. It's got me when I reach in the tent for some.
Is that the one?
Number 2, yeah. Just because it stayed the bright green and it has that little bit. It's not funkier. It's not like that deep. Like I don't know. My body just knows now when I smell cannabis. Generally, I'm pretty good with smelling it and being like, ooh, that's gonna take me here or there. And the BAM to me draws me in for more like, hey, just get some of this India. And the other ones are more like, hey, if you want to go to bed, smoke me.
And man, I think that's one of the first and foremost things. If we would just let our nose and our senses fucking drive us a little more, we'd probably, the weed would probably direct us a little better. Yeah.
Like I just smoked some wedding cake, and I know it gets me jittery for like 5 minutes after I smoke it, and then I'm nice and calm and chill after that. But the first couple minutes after smoking a big joint or pipe or bong of that wedding cake, I'm really high. Not stoned, high. Holy fuck, what's going on? Then I come into where I want to be, right? So
right.
I know I can grab that stuff, but I gotta generally be alone. I don't really like smoking that out in public or something. You know what I mean? Because you smoke that and then go into a restaurant, you ain't gonna be able to order for a minute.
You ever just fucking grab one of them jars though? You give it a sniff and you just hug it and go, all right, this is the one. We leaving. Like we're going into public, and me and you, we got this.
Yeah, I wonder which one will be the one that I draw to after everything's all said and done. Which one I start just smoking on. The grape hoolie, man, I like it. It's got a nice flavor to it, man. So
yeah, we're gonna have to. You're definitely gonna have to pop some of those Black Forest ones. The mom for that fruit, that fruity gas. You like that wedding cake. You like that kind of profile. I know you like the garlic cookies profile. I think you'll like that one a bunch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the weeds. I love sparking up joints. Like say when you're out in a crowd and people you can see people doing the. You're like, yeah, man, that's the good stuff. Because like some weed stinks, man, and like some weed smells really good.
Right. No, I love when you can hand. I love when I hand something to someone, and typically it is usually like my Hawaiian. When I'll give it to somebody, and they'll be like, "That smells old," and not like old, but like they're always like that. That reminds me of high school, and I'm like, right, because that probably is what you were smoking in high school, motherfucker. That weed's as old as you are.
It's It's got that really like smell to it.
Well, I mean, I never even really put it together. I haven't had it since, my crew has had it. I haven't had it that whole time. But they acquired it in 95. That means that I am holding on to this strain, and it is officially 1 year older than my son. So,
That's badass. That's badass, man. That is really cool. Like,
yeah.
I get jealous when I hear about, and I do, like, in the best of ways. Like, but when I hear about, like, you guys, a lot of y'all down there live in close proximity, so you have the ability to pass cuts around and something like that, Fluff, where you're like, you know what, I want to run other shit. I don't want this wine right now. But your buddy down the street or wherever he is, he's in the area, I'm sure, has one, right? And so you're like, okay, it's no big deal if I let that one go for a bit because I know I can get it back. And I just would love to have so that I can get Joel. I can get Joel Scott's Durban Poison Primo anytime, which is sweet. That is sweet. Actually, I do have him that we can pass cuts and stuff back and forth. So
The Ontario chapter's got Magpie. We can't fuck around with that guy. He's
I have a goal that someday we're gonna get some of these up there.
Stick him on the DRZ. Let's do this.
Right?
Magpie built these pretty sweet fucking metal clone trays. Sent one up my way with this package, and it's been sitting here kind of right beside my desk area since it showed up here, and I'm just kind of waiting for a chance to use it on something. I don't do the rock wool, so I was like, I'll come up with something for it, right? Like maybe a rolling tray or whatever. My daughter straight up yanked it to put her beads and stuff like that in for when she's making bracelets and necklaces and stuff like that, because it's got a million little compartments in it and it's just perfect. So my apologies on that one, but at the same time, it went to a pretty sweet cause, I gotta say. Kids just like, hey, that would work awesome to put my beads in. It's like, hey, yeah, that's fine. Cheers, Lobster.
Once play, and I was very, very unhappy about it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be cool.
Nice. Oh.
Yeah, living the dream.
So, hey, Kirby, how far are you from any kind of harvest right now? We got Lilith going. I know she's looking pretty. How far are you out? Oh shit! We chopped.
So this is the investment dog. I want to say the number 3 pheno. It is slightly early. Yeah, like by not even a week though. Like I think week 8 was on Sunday, I believe, and I feel like it would be good to go this coming weekend. But it was an expensive weekend, and I just don't want to buy. I'm getting really tired of buying weed, actually. The stuff that we just bought not even an hour before showtime actually is a pretty good example of why I'm getting real sick and tired of buying weed. So we figure we'll cut this. And then here's a fun one, Fluff. So my rental management assholes, they didn't do their inspection at the beginning of October like they typically do. And when we got back from Alberta, Sunday morning was that? Whenever it was. Their notice on the door, they're coming on December 4th. So that's coming. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? Because we got those other 2 plants that I feel like they could be done this weekend as well, but I want to push them because I like that would put them at 9 weeks. I always like to go to 10. That's just kind of my deal. I always like to bring everything immediately to 10. And I'm like, well, fuck, how do I hide these big ass stinky fucking plants in my house? Right, this is hard. What I got is a 5-foot tent, 2 5-foot tents, 20 by 36 inches, something like that. I'm gonna put those tents, wrap them up like Christmas presents, and put plants inside them. And we'll even go as far as putting like bow ribbon or whatever on them just to really do it up, like if we have to make it look like they're for Christmas.
Just or like a giant goofy decoration or some shit.
Yeah, man, they just make it look like, if anything gets questioned about it, oh yeah, those are going up to Prince George or whatever, right? Those are somewhere else, kind of thing. It is Christmas season, so you would expect to see that kind of shit in someone's house. And it's good because I've got a 5-foot Hawaiian snow that's only like 3 weeks.
I love it. And you know what? It's way less suspicious when you start dragging out the grill again to fucking hide them. They can be like, why you got the grill out? Fucking, it's got 3 foot of snow on it, man.
Yeah.
I think that one's always my favorite hiding technique when they hit the grill.
Well, that was a good one though. Like,
it was a good one, bro. I love it.
Anyone that wasn't there for that one, I had a bunch of solo cupped clones basically that was like this time of year comes, like I said, like October, like clockwork. We can pretty well rely on it. And I was like, where do I put these? So we just propane barbecue grill, right? We just are gonna take the cover off that, lift up the lid, take that little middle tray up. That's kind of the warmer tray. Take that out. I think we had was like 22, 24 solo cupped plants in there. Shut the lid, put that, because they're just basically, they want to see that the place is clean first and foremost. If you don't give them something to look at, they're not going to spend a lot of time looking, right? They want to see that you're maintaining, that you're a good renter. And I like to think that I am a good renter, responsible. I realize there's a lot of asshole growers out there that, fucking potential for floods because they're trying to run hydro and shit like that. I try to be as clean and dry as possible with as little impact of those around me. I got 2 carbon filters going on in this room to try and make sure that, I'm not attracting unwanted attention. Whereas,
Move this room around, and I found underneath some of the tents there's been some water damage. So, because these tents have been up quite a while, right? They haven't moved.
Yeah.
So I don't really care because it's like that cheap laminate flooring. So I'm like, and this room's got to be redone anyway. So I'm like, it's not a big concern, but it's like, damn, if this wasn't my place, if I was renting this, I'd have some splaining to do.
Fluff. The answer is fluff, J5.
Get on it.
But if you want another one after that, I totally got next.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Okay, cheers everyone. Happy for this. Hey, it was a fucking shit. Not the shit day. It had its moments for sure. So I guess G-Bay's heard this. Friggin' you guys haven't heard this yet. So go to work this morning and it's like minus 16, minus 17 out there. Nothing too crazy. Like perfect working temperature in my opinion. When there's snow on the ground because you don't get wet. Snow stays dry, so do you. And but we get in the truck and my buddy that's driving's like, oh, we got to go to the shop and you and Sheldon are taking a truck and chipper and you're going to fuck off and just go slaughter trees. I'm like, fuck yeah, it sounds like a plan. We get to the shop. The truck I'm taking, stone cold fucking dead, like not even a knocker or nothing. And I find out that even like the locks on this thing are fully fucking electrically fucking done. Like you can't do nothing with this truck. Anyways, so we get that going and then we fucking hook up to the chipper, go to leave. Fucking truck dies. I get like 50 feet and this thing just stone cold dead, like maybe 20 feet from our gate. And just as we die, we've got a bunch of roofers coming in so that they can do the roof because that's what they do, I guess. And like another 10 feet, if we had gotten, we would have been like in the way. And a big fucking problem is you got all this traffic. Our fucking gate is on a busy road where you get logging trucks and shit like that coming up and down all day and night long. I thought, okay, let's jump it again. And, maybe we'll back it up and drop the chipper and take a different truck. Do that. Truck fucking dies when I back it up like 5 feet. Oh, okay. It's going to be like this. Okay, Donnie's quicker at fucking backing trucks up with chippers and shit than I am. So we get him in there and he gets like maybe as far as I did, 5-6 feet. and the fucking thing dies. It's like, what the fuck? So okay, you see that fence right up there? That's out of the way. Fucking, you're not gonna be in the way of nothing. I was like, not here. We're gonna disconnect the fucking chipper. We're gonna replug that up or rehook the fucking battery jumper cables. I'm gonna rev the shit out of this thing, Donnie. When I give you the nod, you're gonna fucking disconnect, and I'm gonna punch this motherfucker for that fence and move it out of the way. We do that. I get like maybe 20 feet, and the truck fucking dies. And I'm just like, and it's cold when you're fucking with this shit, right? On your hands, jumper cables, and all that, and you're getting miserable. Okay, truck's out of the way. Get to work, and you have a decent fucking day at that. We're on our way home, coming down this fucking unplowed road with 4 or 5 inches of snow on it, and there's some asshole parked right at the bottom of the fucking hill, like fucking no warning or nothing like that. So a pickup truck and chipper that are right up ahead of me, they fucking spiked their brakes and just come to a stop. I hit my brakes and try to go to get out of the way around them, and as soon as I do that, my brakes must have fucking locked on the truck, and the trailer brakes on the chipper, I don't think did fuck all except keep going. And as soon as I did, it just fucking it was like my brakes locked, and then the chipper kept going, just spun me and completely jackknifed that fucking thing. So I got this truck going sideways, completely jackknifed with this chipper trailer on it, going down this fucking hill. It's just like, here we are again, fucking welcome to last weekend. And we stopped in the middle of the road, and it was like a 4-point turn to get the fuck out of there and back onto the road. That's nothing major, but I'm like.
And once again, Noob is not ever questioning his decision to never get in a car with you.
Fun shit happens.
I'm not disagreeing. It sounds like my idea of a good time. Let's fucking roll the dice and see what fucking happens. But we've also seen the quality of the way I move around nowadays. So if I think it's a good idea, maybe we shouldn't be doing this shit. So.
But not in the ditch. That's exactly it, Kingfisher, but not in the ditch. I have had a lot of close moments, but I can honestly say I have never ditched a truck. And I've never stabbed anyone in the throat with a vehicle either. What the fuck?
It wasn't with a vehicle. It was a fucking branch, and the Mother Nature stabbed her. Fucking not profit. That was just awesome circumstances.
Awesome circumstances.
Yeah, that one stung operation. It was, but like at the end of the day, what can you do about that, right? It is what it is. Hopefully I get my chance to see him again. I feel like Merciful Fate will probably be coming around in the new year, and hopefully get to see him then. It's and hopefully it'll be an all ages show, so I can bring my fucking kid to that one.
Yeah.
But it's funny, man. Like, those stories where it's just a shit experience as you're going through it, but at the time, by the time you're done and you get to where you're going, you're like, "Fuck, that was the time." Like
that was a time.
And you look back on it and smile, like, yeah, okay, so my concert got canceled, but we made the best of it because that's what you do. You could have just fucking been pissed and moaned and like gone on shitty with life and let it ruin your weekend. But it's like, nah, let's go hang out with my auntie. We just got more time to go and hang out with my auntie. It was going to be a quick visit, maybe an hour or something before. So let's go spend a couple hours with her. And then she kicks us out of her fucking house. She's like, you got to go. Get out of here. What? She's like, it's snowing. Get out. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. She doesn't want us driving in the blizzard kind of thing, right? And that was amazing. And then we got to spend more time up at Ashley's sister's house with her daughter. And then Ashley's, the new niece that was just born over the summer, right? So it was, and I got to see a lot more of Alberta than I ever fucking intended, especially for that weekend. But the cool thing I found out, Rocky Mountain House gas is $1.30 a liter. So in American speak, that's probably like fucking 80-90 cents a liter. I thought that was pretty fucking sweet.
What the fuck are you driving, Test Nugs? Fuck. I want 850 horsepower. That's my kind of fucking good time right there.
That does sound like fun.
All right.
Nah, like, so what is it? Let's hear it. Should we make guesses on it? I'm gonna say it's like a fucking Camaro or something.
I'm gonna go with like man, as an SR do like the fucking 2024 like Scat Pack like Challengers and Chargers? Do they have that much horsepower?
I
Dang it.
don't know. Huh.
Yeah, something in the Hellcat or
Jeff-
SR or SRT range. Something in those ranges.
Fucking track
Definitely.
lock deep.
Ooh, a fucking Trackhawk. Ooh, yeah. Well, that would be in the SRT range.
Excuse me.
I love
DTR.
that.
Dump truck.
I love that we got the guesses covered in here from live chat. Y'all are awesome.
The dump truck. Big old.
That's a hell of a Hawk Tuo, Raider. If they're putting 850 horsepower behind it, they're putting it all in it. Yeah, that'll get right into some baby bird tech now once you start talking about that again.
850 horse Hawk Tuo. Jesus.
That is insane.
Uh-huh. You
talking
will
about
not
it,
have any fucking chrome left on it after that.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever encountered such a beast.
Baby
An
bird
ice cream van only if it's fucking the ice cream van from Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
What was it? Sweet Tooth. Fucking Sweet Tooth fucking ice cream van. That motherfucker might have 850 horsepower.
I love like
I
something
like it,
a
man.
60.
Fucking some good guesses.
Yeah, no, we got some fun shit going on there. I feel like the 68 CUDA. I love old Mopars. When I
Oh yeah, fucking CUDA, hell yeah. That or a fucking Judge.
that'd be nice.
Right.
GTX or whatever they're called.
Kenworth.
78.
Fucking Kingfisher's probably the one that actually nailed it. We're all thinking of something fast, but it's probably a goddamn semi.
Fucking.
Yeah, he said it was a dump truck.
days.
Oh, he did say it was a dump truck. Fuck, I'm missing all the fun. I was looking at all the
did
fun
he?
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, well. That's just what I'm good at, is making up my own fucking stories and having fun in my own head. So,
Dude,
Well, you're there
it's
all
never
the
a dull time in my head though.
never,
It-
buddy.
It's startling and nerve wracking at times, but never dull.
time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I also gotta remember to finish watering. A little bit of
Oh,
What's good, Dad? Might as well.
Yeah.
Seems like the right time.
I was just getting on that.
We have a winner. That could be fun.
I've never been. Oh, shit. Oh,
I say I've been in a big horsepower Ford before. My buddy had the Super Snake, Shelby Super Snake or something like that. It's called 700 and something horsepower truck. It's just stupid. And he was into the nose beers. So yeah, he was quite the fucking person to ride around with.
I remember I used to walk and hitchhike everywhere I went until I was 31. And I remember when I was probably still a teenager, I think, late teens, I was hitchhiking up the Hart Highway, and this dude pulls over in a purple Cordoba, no hood on it, and a massive fucking blower sticking out of the engine compartment, right? And I'm just like, oh,
Get in, kid.
yeah. I mean, kid, get in the car. It's some biker looking dude, right? Freaking scary looking, but fucking seemed pretty fucking affable. And think he had it in his mind, I'm gonna make this kid's day, sort of thing. And he did. So we're going up the Hard Highway Hill. Again, Joel Scott will know what I'm talking about at least. And all of a sudden, this dude's like, we're doing well over like 250 was the last time I was looking, kind of just what he's doing, and still climbing. And all of a sudden, his radar detector goes off. and he fucking hits the fucking brakes. I'm just slam forward, and I thought I broke my collarbone again because it felt like that. I broke my collarbone. I know what that feels like. I was like, holy shit, like, oh my God, I'm fucking dying. And it was a fun experience.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, cars are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we had this one buddy. He pulls up. It was an Eagle Talon. You remember those cars?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
So he's got this motherfucker all souped up. Oh, you know, the all-wheel drive is fucking all-wheel locked in at this point. So it just goes, you know what I mean? So he was like, hey man, you guys want to see something fucking cool? And he was like, just stand here. And so he just lights it up, all four fucking wheels just rolling smoke. And he's like, push it. And we just started fucking pushing his car back and forth like it was on a fucking air hockey table while he's just fucking wah! Until that bitch fucking caught and damn near took out one of my buddies on the corner. Woo! But until then, that was one of the coolest fucking experiences, man.
I always watch those, like, see those videos where you get people like doing in burnout drift circles and shit like that, and you get the idiots that are standing right there filming it, and they just get fucking trucked by an ass end swinging. Fucking watch them go flying, and you're like, I understand wanting to get close to the action and shit like that, but how do you not see this coming? Like,
bro, we used to fucking literally, like, I would hang out with the fucking drag racers, right? So they'd be doing quarter-mile runs. You'd have cars blowing by 150 miles an hour, and you're literally like, could get taken out by the rear view mirror, or, you know, the side view mirror. You're standing that close to that motherfucker. Like, yo, dude, a rock fucking kicked up, and you're done. Like, what the fuck were we thinking? I don't know, but it was really cool. You know how fucking badass it is when that motherfucker goes by you? Really cool.
Yeah. Like, kind of like fucking the idiots watching the rally races, too, that you always see get fucked up.
Yeah, just get fucking wiped out by it. Like a tire or some shit.
Well, by the full car when it's fucking going down a spot where it's obviously going to catch air, and it's like you get those.
It ain't making that fucking corner, and everybody's right on the fucking corner. Like they think this is the greatest spot to be. So, dude, I'm gonna get such a good picture. Yeah, right until you die.
Like, man, that shit scares.
But I guess some people just think it's worth it to get that close to the action. Don't get me wrong, I like to be close, but like, see, like, what an equivalent to that in my game of where I work is freaking like seeing how close you can get to that tree when it comes down, right? Or when that tip comes down with the full fucking crown and stuff like that. Because usually, if we're falling a tree, it's going to be dead, and it's a lot of the times the branches and shit that are left out there will just kind of kaboom when that thing hits the fucking ground. And by law, we have to have, well, not by law, but the utility company we work for mandates that we have to have a rope in every tree that we pull, just as an added safety measure in case shit happens. So if you're pulling that rope, that tree's coming towards you, right? And it's just a fun game to play.
And we did die hillbilly. We all had to walk it off though. It's just how that shit. That's how that shit went in the 80s, man.
Yeah, you had to walk that death off.
Yeah, man. Fucking mom and dad's insurance did not cover fucking death. We told you not to be fucking around, and I ain't got time to be explaining this shit to when they show up. So you get your ass up. You're fucking fine. Let's go.
I did. I was laying dead in the fucking morgue where my mom ripped open that fucking drawer thing, unzipped the body bag. It said, "Hey, motherfucker, you got dishes to do and your room ain't clean. Get your ass back home," and grounded my ass.
And your teacher said you didn't turn in your fucking homework yesterday, so motherfucker, get your ass home.
Well, the fucking dog ate it.
Oh, fuck me. Dude, hey, you know what? Fucking, what was like when you think about some of your first fucking memories of going and getting your weed? What were like some of the funnest, weirdest, sketchiest? Like, let's talk to some of your fucking like your memories of your fucking like your cannabis experience that like stand the fuck out.
I remember freaking one guy that like we didn't know him, so he'd always used to have to go through someone else to get weed off this dude. And I remember one time my buddy Tyler, like it was $40 for an eighth of weed at that time. And my buddy Tyler goes in with the $40 and he freaking goes in and hands it to his fucking a buddy of the guy that was the dealer kind of thing that was sitting on the couch. Buddy counts it out. Oh, you're $10 short. And no, it was there. It was 100% there. Tyler comes out, $30 in his pocket and no weed. And it's like, dude, you're fucker, so those $10 short. Like the money was there. And we're, just fucking taxing young kids because what the fuck are you gonna do? You ain't gonna say shit in the dealer's house, right? Like, so yeah, shit like that happen. Not frequently, but a few times.
Enough, yeah.
Oh, I did like an apartment complex shuffle. Like, went to the dealer's house. That motherfucker was dry, but he said he wanted this shit. And this shit would get like, I basically was like the delivery man fucking running door to door to deliver this from this motherfucker. So he'd give this shit to this motherfucker. So he'd give this shit to this. And this dude would give him his fucking quarter that he owes him so I could get my motherfucking dime bag. You know what I'm saying? So it took me like 45 minutes of delivering shit in this round ass little fucking complex so I can get a fucking dime bag that I had to fucking sit there and smoke a joint with the motherfucker before I left. And that was so by the time you break all that shit up, they're only about a joint and a half in a goddamn dime bag once you take seeds and the stems out of the motherfucker. So, man, you want to talk about the fucking tax? Nothing worse than getting a dime and that motherfucker being like, "What? You ain't gonna smoke me up? No, bitch. You got plenty. Well, why don't you smoke me up? I'm a loyal fucking customer. I pay your bills."
Yeah.
It's funny because like I used to when I was younger, right, like in high school and have kind of like getting into your first job sort of thing. My brother was kind of where I'd go because again, I was probably still only buying like quarters at that time kind of thing. You go and get him. And of course you smoke a couple joints with your big brother because you're happy to be smoking weed with your big brother. He's one of the coolest people in the world to you at that point in time. And it was his brother-in-law and be like his old lady's sister's husband, kind of Lou was over there. He was always around, got along good with him. And one time Lou kind of takes me aside and he's like, man, like your brother's always laughing at you. You come here, you pay him money for weed, and then you smoke that weed with him. And I'm just like, but he's my brother. Like, and Lou's, you say that, Lou's like, yeah, you're his little brother. Like, he should be smoking you up. I'm like, yeah, but I want weed to go home with. He's like, yeah, so don't fucking smoke it all with him. Like, I like shit that I totally get, but it's,
So, go ahead, G-Bay.
Yeah, I don't know really. Like, there's so many good memories. I've been a little pothead since I was like 14, man. So there's just so many good ones. But just, I don't know, man. Like, back in the day when the first couple go rounds and you're just with your buddies and it's just like the half-baked intro. You walk in the store in fucking slow motion and shit, and like, you don't know what to buy and everything's bright. You're like, holy fuck, get out of here. I still get like that some days, get too high and go to Walmart. I'm like, woohoo. A lot of people, no lights.
I get all giggly and like real fucking obnoxious because, nobody really wants to be anywhere near the really obnoxious guy. So it's a real easy way to get motherfuckers to leave aisles. But it also kind of gets my wife to be like, listen, motherfucker. Oh, yeah. She's like, I'm sick of taking you out. Yeah. I'm sick of taking your ass out like this. Fucking straighten up. People are looking at us.
You're like, well, yeah, let's look at me. I look cute in these pants. Of course they're looking at us.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'll tell you one. And this was actually, I think this was the very first time I fucking smoked. I'd been selling this stuff for about a year. Had a good hookup, and but I had this girl I was trying to get with, and she wanted some weed, so I brought a fucking like a half over there, and we sat there smoking and having a good time talking, listening to some fucking Beatles, And fucking, I was like, I don't even like the Beatles, but I was like, all of a sudden the weed was kicking in. I'm like, hey, like, okay, I'm feeling this groove. Like, you know, it was one of those things, right? Next
Yeah.
thing you know, I'm just cross-legged on a bed with a fucking 2-liter Mountain Dew, a bag of fucking Doritos, just loving life,
Jamming out to
man.
Sergeant Pepper's.
Oh, yes, exactly. And fucking, and so we're just fucking, I'm having a good old time, fucking, you know, girls having a good old time. And next thing you know, we hear a fucking door open up and shit. And I was like, oh, fuck, what's that? You know? She go, fuck, I think that's my boyfriend. And I was like, oh, shit, that's not going to be cool. And that man, ain't no fucking sooner than that. This motherfucker comes in. He's like, what in the fuck? And just starts swinging on me. And I'm fucking baked, homie. I'm just like, fuck, ow. Like, what the fuck, man? And I'll tell you what, now when I really look at this shit, I'm like, man, what a bitch. Because I was fucking flat baked. And I was like laughing with this dude just, and I'm not even trying to fucking stop this shit. He's just swinging on me. You know, I was laughing. Fucking so. I didn't have a knot, no fucked up shit. And I'm just like, dude, like, what a bitch. Now that I think like way longer, that dude was a bitch. Anyway, but that's how the fucking first night that I fucking got high ended. And then I had to drive my high ass home because, you know, I got kicked out of the house. You know, they wasn't about to have me there no more. And that was bullshit. So I couldn't sober up. So I had to figure out how to fucking drive a stick shift home. First time fucking high. That was awesome. We did it though. Did it.
We made it.
Victoria. Yeah, you guys fuck, I lost my train of thought there. I was gonna there we go. Nothing.
Yeah, so yeah. Fuck, man, that's the first time we had a buddy green out. Oh fuck. We thought we'd literally been the first person to kill somebody with weed. You know what I'm saying? We'd been drinking a little bit, but not enough. You know, he'd been owner smoke, but we started doing like the 6-footer with the big ass bowl on it. So we were like competition smoking up in this bitch, and he just fucking went ghost white, dude. Like started coughing fit, went ghost white, started sweating, hit the chair, fucking passed out for a while. We were all like, bro, you okay? We poked him a few times. I was like, he's a little clammy. I was like, we should probably leave. They're all like, what? And I was like, I ain't gonna be here if that fucking he's dead, man. I ain't gonna be an accomplice. And they're all like, yeah, man, let's go. We straight peaced out. Left my boy, went to go shoot some pool. He finally showed up later and he's like, the fuck, y'all left me? We're all like, would you have stayed? He's like, yeah, no. Like, right.
Yeah. The first time I got high was nothing really overly exciting about it. But my first time my oldest sister got high, it was me and 2 buddies. Like, my parents had an old broken down boat of a car up by their sewage lagoon in their yard that was left there by the previous owner. We used to go hotbox that thing all the time. There's like me and one buddy up front of this thing, my sister, her friend, and my other buddy in the back. We got this thing hotboxed. However much we were smoking at that point in time, I don't recall. Probably a bit. And next thing, she just starts freaking out. Oh my God, I'm like, let me out, freaking. I was looking at my buddy and I was like, dude, let her out of the car. He does. And as soon as he gets in and fucking closes the door, she's up on the hood with her face up against the windshield, like, oh, like just making all these fucked up noises. And it's just like, this is fucking hilarious. And then of course you go to school and tell absolutely everyone you fucking know. And, you know, of course she wasn't going to cop to that, but it's true. There was witnesses.
It's true. We had motherfucking witnesses.
Yep.
The Raiders out there getting guys too high, they're calling their wives. Fucking hell.
There's I see Raiders comment here about giving someone golden go. Is that you, Fluff? This one here, this one's not even a weed story. This guy doesn't smoke weed, but goes fishing and like with the boys and spends the whole time on his phone, talking to his old lady while you're out in a boat with your fucking buddies, fishing rod in hand. And I'm like, I'm never fucking doing this with you again. Like, we go fishing to get away from shit like that, you know.
Regardless of who's on the phone. Fuck. Party pooper.
Oh shit.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I remember we had this one dude too, and I thought it was kind of funny because at this point I had started fucking growing already, so I knew what the potential of getting the fucking weed out was, you know what I mean? And but at the time, you know, it was winter time. I only knew that this shit grew outdoors. You know, I could have not pulled a fucking indoor harvest at this point. Period. Flat, like I would have known what to do. You know what I mean? I was like, nature does it. I know how to feed plants. I know what sunlight. You know, they like sun. Let's make those two things happen. We good. And but if you know, that was one of the like he always tried to convince me. He's like, bro. He's like, I got this one hitter quitter. He's like, man. He's like, if you can fucking take more than one hit of this shit, he's like, I'll give you the whole fucking ounce for free. I was like, all right, man, bet. He's like, man, this is that indoor hydro shit. You don't want to fuck around. So, okay. So, needless to say, I got a free ounce out of that shit. He was very, very, very not happy with me. But
That's
like,
awesome.
yeah, I mean, you got to watch those claims. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't
I
go around.
remember
First
similar
time smoking
thing.
dabs, my buddy tried to green me out. You could tell he's like he was like titanium nail on this little fucking thing, and he just keeps loading it. Fucking, I was like, man, you're fucking expensive, man. So he's like, I've been trying to fucking get you higher. He's like, you just keep taking. Like, I'm fucking fucked, but yeah, no, it's tasty, man. I can use more. Like, no, man, you just smoked half a gram of shatter on me. Fuck, get out of here.
Yes.
I remember, I think it was honey oil a buddy had back in the day. It was kind of the same thing. Like, oh, you can't do one of these without coughing. Nobody can type thing. And, you know, take a nice big man who is like nothing, not a fucking snort or nothing like that. And it's kind of, I didn't get no free ounce of weed though. 3 ounce of weed would be way better.
Well, I mean, he hemmed and hawed over that shit, but you know, back in the day, I was not a very nice person, and you told me that I couldn't do something, and I was going to get a prize, and I did it, and you wasn't going to give me a prize, motherfucker. You was going to give me a prize. That's how that worked. If you just said, I bet you can't, and I said, yeah, I bet you I can, that we would have left it at that. But you said I was getting this on the end, and motherfucker, I expected. Oh shit! What are you fucking smoking on, G-Bay?
We are smoking Hawaiian Pines Black Widow #1, the fence plant.
Fence plant. That was a good plant. I like that plant. That was
Yeah, the reaching for the stars one.
Yeah, she was.
Still a little fresh on the pipe, but in the air, I can smell like rank weed.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, this is the weed where you walk back in the room and you're like,
Right, yeah, it leaves that fucking shit in the air forever. That's the one I always comment. You know, it's you know, in the house, you know, we got quite a bit of that around. But you know, I'll walk into the room after the wife hits something or something, and it's just always gives a big smile on my face. I'll be like, smells like drugs in here. That's how I like it. It smells like drugs in here, and I like it. I think it's an important aspect of the smoke. I've talked about with this, you know, kind of at length with Clay before. I want that shit personally at home in my smoke spot. If I want it to smell like that dank ass weed, you know, I want to smell it on the exhale as much as I smell it off the plant, you know, before it's burned. I want to smell it after, just as heavy, because that is important to me. I love that smell of super dank burnt cannabis, man. It smells so good.
yeah, this would turn heads in public. Someone would be like, whoa. I know I would. Like boss man came to drop my keys off tonight. He's like, dude, woo, fucking down the street, man. I'm like, yeah. And I came up and I had my gloves on too, and I came to grab the keys. He's like, I'm trying, man. I'm trying my best. You got me tied up for 8 hours a fucking day, bud, so I can't really exactly sit at home and trim my crops.
I like it. Pass the blame. Fucking right.
That's right. Any which way you can make it his fault is beneficial to you.
And if it's your boss, it's even better.
Yeah, if I didn't have to show up and fucking weld all your shit for you.
Bro, hillbilly, that's always the best, man. I love, like, it doesn't happen as much anymore. Like, I've been doing a lot of indoor concerts, but man, I am definitely a guy who I'll fucking roll up a case of fucking Jesus Christ. What are you doing in there right now? Are you taking a shit this time?
I'm wiping my ass. Why? What's up?
It was really loud.
Well, that's what happens when you gotta wipe your bum.
Oh, there's a drill. Holy shit! You wipe your ass with a drill?
Dude, this is Canada.
Canada.
Hey,
No,
no, not all of us. No, that's just BC or something.
That's outside of Canada. They're weird over there.
We don't
Y'all
drill
are
like
missing out.
Ontario here.
Y'all are missing out. I tell you.
Different attachments over in Ontario.
No, I gotta get these nutrients done up in plants fed, otherwise they're not gonna. I'm gonna forget. So I kind of had a oh fuck moment. So BBT, little BBT going on, and I just had to ream myself out to make sure it'll flow.
Too good. I'm done trimming for tonight. Fuck this.
Who's saying what?
Nothing. You got to be here to fucking see it. If you're going to be the butt of the joke and you're not going to be here to see it, that's not my problem.
You're the butt of the joke.
I'm really clean, okay?
Uh-huh.
No skid marks in my undies.
Absolutely fucking not. Not with that kind of power behind the fucking wipe. You got like a 6-inch fucking buffing pad on a fucking drill back there. Whoa! You got some like,
dude,
you got some like polishing grit on that motherfucker. Oh, toilet brush. Well, I mean, you got to do it in the stages. You got to do it in the stages, right? You got to use the toilet brush to like really get the fucking gritty shit and really make sure. But then to clean it up real nice and fine, you got to get the buffer in there. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I'm telling you.
You got the drill. Use the attachments, man. Jesus fuck. That's all I'm trying to say.
Attachment is a toilet brush, though.
Yeah, but you only got one. Fuck. Get creative. Shit.
You're embarrassing me now. Like, is this a circus act that I gotta get on with every time I go to the potty fluff, or like?
If you want to be clean, you said you were clean. I'm trying to give you optimal cleanness.
Dude,
like, exactly, Jeff, bro. 3-step polish job.
Yeah, man. You gotta like decrease the grit, you know.
You gotta use the 3 shells, dude. Come on, we all know it always takes 3.
Well, maybe can I put some Charmin around it? Will that work?
Fucking yeah, for step 2 that'll work, but you still got to get the fucking buffer out for step 3.
Well, Charmin's pretty close. You know, it feels nice on your bum.
It does feel really nice on the bum.
Sea storm
happens every time.
Fuck. Every fucking time, G.
What do you do now, G?
Good though.
No.
We all stay healthy, right? You know.
I'm just trying to mix frickin' nutrients. You guys are the one that are coming up with all this fucked up shit. I'm just like, hell yeah, let's go with it. I'm like I'm an innocent pawn.
You said this was a baby bird tech show, and part of the baby bird tech is cleaning out the let's call it you know what? Let's call it frass. Using the human frass getting it all bioavailable, getting it all blah, 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 fucking whatever you fucking glugged and chomped it, and then fucking the baby bird with a nice arch. You got to get at least a 40-degree arch in it. Otherwise, you don't get the proper aeration in it. I don't know if we've talked about. Yeah, I don't know if we've talked about the science of the aeration of the arch. But
well, okay. So aeration. I had taco meat last night. Okay, so trust me.
Here's aeration.
Aeration.
Alden, it's good to see you. Been a minute, man.
it is good to see you. Well, as long as the fucking bullshit's showing up, I think Aldi will show up, man. Now, he ain't here for any kind of serious show.
Yeah,
He's here for fucking bullshit. If he ain't fucking, I ain't know. I do have to say, I think I saw once that motherfucker like chills out like half the time in a hot tub watching this shit on like a fucking 50-inch. And I do have to say, I'm pretty fucking jealous about that.
That's pimp.
That is pretty sweet.
he's got a fucking pretty sweet layout.
I think I've entered that stage where it's time for a hot tub now.
I think I've been there for like 20 years. I just still don't fucking have one.
Yeah. Not just for my back, but for entertainment purposes.
Stage 3. You know, Buffet, you're right. That's what's so bad with the buffer wheel on there.
Oh, yeah, there you go, Dan. Ugh. That's real bird tech. That's juvenile bird tech.
That tickles.
Or if you want to get real good, you do the seabird baby tech, baby seabird tech. That's where you eat, some raw fish. And then you get it coming back up like the penguins and shit do. That's the real good stuff.
G-Man, we're going to need a demonstration on this.
Okay. I'll eat some sushi. Take it on. Okay.
There we go.
Make those plants thrive.
Somebody
does a shot of this. That's what we need to do on live.
But we need to do shots of labs.
Mild lady's giving me the I don't know you look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do some fucking shots of that. That'll get you.
Smell this stuff or all fucking gag. Oh, stuff.
See,
the dog always tries to steal it. Fucking eat it.
I got a 5-gallon bucket of freshly boofed BBT going on in here.
Freshly boofed?
I'm sweating after that.
No, it would make me puke. I wouldn't even be able to. No.
I wish I could add. Hey, Magpie, I need you to add like 9 fucking apostrophes after that, so I can one more time. Do it. We need one like that. So give me that one. Put it right up right after that.
What are we doing?
Nothing. I'm just being fucking weird.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I like
Rob
weird.
Schneider do it.
Yeah, well, you know what, man? Caribou, he can't always be trusted in the bathroom alone. He requires a lot of supervision. So his old lady gives him a bucket. I mean, he's lucky he gets the bucket.
I wasn't alone. You guys were in there with me. What the hell?
And you know what? She was giving him a fucking diaper for a while, but he wasn't responsible enough not to have blowouts out the side. So she lets him fucking have a bucket now. So
fish juice snooters.
Snooters. Snooters. Woo! Bro, like I was like super worried I was gonna like give myself pink eye the other day. Fucking, ADHD and around this motherfucker shaking up shit too hard and fucking, like the other day, like or was it this morning? I think it was this morning. Fucking coffee right in the eye, because I'm fucking all like a fucking dude. If we were South Park, I'd be tweaked. All right, I know this. It's cool, but so they're mixing up some fucking nutrients, and so like I mixed some pretty wicked fucking concoctions down here. All right, and some of that shit splashed up in my face. I was like, oh fuck, pink eye. I for sure got pink. Fuck, I'm gonna have to fucking get. Like, I didn't. Luckily, I don't think I got it in my eye, but we were close.
Fucking metal frog, yeah!
That might be the problem, G-Bay. I've been smoking that weed that broke off like 3 weeks ago, so it's like 6 weeks early. Yeah, so this shit's like a fucking rocket. I need something different.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff is early, like as outdoor is around here. It's taken just before its prime, which is fine with me. But you got to really pick the strains to get the heavy stuff. So everything I've been smoking, none of it really knocks me down too bad. I get into that wedding cake or the Mendo, the band.
Dude, I've got myself into a bit of a ridiculous tolerance spot after this last weekend we just had, because anytime you're road tripping or doing anything exciting, you're gonna smoke more weed than normal, right? Like, it makes sense. And we were doing that when things were going right. And then the second things started going wrong, then you're chain smoking fucking joints for basically until we got to the sister-in-law's house, which was like, what was that, like 6-7 hours, I want to say. I forget it at this point. It was a long fucking time. And so basically after that you try and smoke, and then frequently out to the car at the in-laws place there as well. We put back about 2 ounces of weed over the weekend. And so I wake up yesterday trying to smoke a morning joint, and it's not doing much at all. Yes. Do you ever get worried about getting like a brain amoeba or something like that?
I'm worried about a lot of things. That fucking sometimes I wonder if I should wear a hazmat suit with some of the shit I make.
Probably yes. It's sweet. Remember when I had to fucking shave off the super penis duster to get mask fit tested there, and they didn't even send me firefighting over the summer? Well,
we all laughed at you very hard.
I know. I was very self-conscious about that. Thank you, asshole. But I got a respirator for that out of that deal, right? So I can wear that when I do shit now. I don't. It's still sitting in the bag, but it's where all my garden stuff is. So at least I've got the right idea. Honestly, I'm not going to use it for mixing liquids right now, right? It's but once I get into playing summers and organics and stuff again, hell yeah, I'll throw that on to mix up some dirt. Party in your bloodstream. It's like say used to say the joke about like back in the drinking days. Oh, I've got too much blood in my alcohol system. And now the joke is I got too much blood in my cannabinoid system.
Yeah. Mosquitoes would just stop biting me back.
Mosquitoes don't even fuck with me anymore. I don't hardly notice them unless they're constantly like right in the face, or you're like trying to sleep at night and you get that one that's buzzing. But like we'll be at work because we work in the bush, so mosquitoes, surprise, and like the guys will be like swatting them and like freaking out and bug spray everywhere. And I don't use the shit. Haven't used this shit in about 30 years. Don't have problems.
I'm wondering, is that one killing you, G-Bay?
That's a good one. I did it before, and I learned a lot from guys that used to do this. They just have a smoke hanging, dangling in the corner. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, if you smoke cigarettes back to back while you weld, it's like having a filter. It's basically just science.
Yeah, man. All the tar from the cigarette filters out all of this shit from the welding smoke. Yeah. You can't double smoke. It's like D&D science, all right? You can't be double poisoned, right? You can't be poisoned twice. It's not how it works. And so you can't be double smoked. So if you got the smoke in there, you can't fill it up with more smoke. So you're
smoking again.
Yeah, man. You essentially create a fucking force field for yourself.
Healthier for me to smoke.
Yes, we have somehow just scienced that into fucking reality. Except for now, I think that the fucking Marlboros might be worse than the 7018s. I think I should probably stick to the 7018.
Sounds like a heavy dose of manganese in the day.
Yeah, fucking right. You know what? If you're worried, just stop welding stainless and just stay strictly to carbon. It's healthy. That's healthy welding. It's good for you even.
Vegan welding.
Did I just hear that? Vegan welding?
What kind of flux is that?
Oh shit! Wouldn't that be like the guy? That'd be like a fucking. I don't. I'm not gonna. That'd be the TIG welders. That'd be the TIG welders, man. There's no coating. They're not hurting anything, man. It's pure, bro. It's pure.
My job
There's no-
today was fun. Fucking gluing together 2 little pieces of angle iron on a brand new house, like really, really nice house. Above a, like on the outside of a nice cathedral ceiling living room, on the exterior of it, at the very tip of the window, the nice peak of the window that matches the roof line. They had some angle iron drilled into the house above that caught the brick or whatever. I don't know what exactly it's for, but I had to weld 5 inches. So it was a couple-hour drive total round trip to go weld this shit. And it's like the Tyvek house wraps all over, you know what I mean, right there. So there's no knot, like the fucking angle iron's screwed onto the fucking house, onto the wood and the fucking Tyvek. I'm like, this is going to light on fire. They're like, well, can you? I'm like, no, I can't not light it on fire. Like, you can cut it out right now and get it out of here, but the wood's going to light on fire. I'm like, I got water. That's the best I can do. I'm like lighting it. There's fucking flame. So I'd weld like an inch, fucking put the fire out. Weld another inch, put the fire out.
Bro, we started a whole fucking powerhouse on fire because somebody was a dipshit. We had this rubber lined pipe. Okay, let that sink in. Rubber lined pipe. Okay, with a big fucking warning label on it that says "Do not weld on pipe" because it's rubber lined. And this guy goes, "Nah, don't worry about it. You guys can weld those cracks up. We do it all the time." We go, "No, you don't want us to do that." They said, "Yeah, man, fucking weld them up. It's great." No, we turned fucking like, it was like, what was that? A 6.5 foot diameter fucking pipe into a giant weed burner. Fucking, because it was sucking all the oxygen from the open side that we had open on the bottom and just rolling that shit out the top. It was awesome. Like, the aluminum cable trays were melting in the ceiling. The fucking power lines were melting and dripping out of the ceiling. Dude, we called the foreman. We're like, bro, we got a problem. Motherfucker, we got a small fire, is what we said. We said, we got a small fire. You need to come up here and look at this. So that dude comes hauling up the stairs with 2 fucking fire extinguishers. Hauling ass up the stairs. Hit that fucking top deck, saw the fucking whole roof of this room. The whole room. Just a fucking flame coming out of that thing. Just dropped both of those 2 bitches and fucking shot down the stairs. He fucking, this is how his night ended. He called the fucking fire department. He wrote out his closing report for the evening as we had issues and fucking clocked out and left.
That's it. They just gave up. The fuck out.
That was one of the. That was one of the few times I've made the news. I'm sad. It was guys that I worked with that were on that project. I got to see like the fucking all the good shit, you know, but I didn't get to do the welding on it. I was sad about that because we would have had that fire started way quicker if I was the guy welding on it.
Way bigger flames.
Yeah.
Way better. Way better. Those guys were slow. Those guys were slow and welded cold. I would have had that motherfucker rolling so fucking hot. Shit. By the time the fucking fire department got there, we'd have lost the building. I don't do anything half-assed, people.
No, if anything worth doing is worth doing right. Or anything worth doing is worth overdoing.
That is correct. Oh, shit.
3 times.
In fish lots. Yeah. Built a good immunity up. Yeah, I did some questionable shit for a long time, so I'm pretty safe when it comes to like mild shit, it just bounces off me. Colds and stuff don't stand a fucking chance, man. Like,
Bro, if you've ever had to take a shit in a powerhouse bathroom during a shutdown, a fucking
you're
multi-trade shutdown,
you're fine.
man, you've got immunity. You think a fish concert's bad? Wait till fucking 300 Boilermakers have fucking shit in a one porta potty.
Oh,
Dude, I live in Canada where porta potties freeze, and you get shit piles going well above the toilet seat inside there. Like, just you open the door and you're like, no, I'm just gonna hold on to this as hard as I have to make it through the day because I ain't fucking going in there. Like, just completely foul, and I'm not kidding. Like, the toilet seat will be down here, and you'll have a pile. And people will still go in there and shit when it's frozen solid. It's like, oh my god, just. Ugh.
Man, I was telling my wife the worst part. So I don't think she quite understood how, like, you know, like porta potties work, especially on job sites and shit. But I was telling her how, like, the most of the ones we go to, they set up like a floor, like, or two that'll have an area, and you know not to go anywhere near that area because it fucking smells like hell, in, on, around, and above, right? It fucking just smells. This other fucking shithole down here that I fucking am by, these dumbasses will put a fucking porta potty by the elevator on every fucking floor. And they always do like a shutdown in August. When, oh yeah, man, so this motherfucker, it'll be 113, 120 degrees. And the higher you go, man, like you'll be in the elevator and you'll just be having guys like they won't even make it to their jobs. I've seen guys quit this fucking place because they're like, dude, I can't even make it up to the floor I'm supposed to be working on. Can't fucking take it.
That's horrible.
Oh, shit, since we're on shit stories, all right, I got one more. It's another one. So we had these guys. So I fucking hate shit. I hate like the porta potty. Fucking, I will torture myself to and not ever have to enter one of those motherfuckers. And we had these guys, and I used to listen to them all the time about this chick who used to roll through, and they just fucking talked about how fucking hot this chick was, right? And just always. They're like, man, she rolls through here once a week. I was like, why the fuck she roll through here once a week? They're like, bro, she's the chick who cleans the porta shitters. I'm like, fucking ew. Like, what? So I got a little curious. So I look at, and I mean, this chick is like, she looked like she fell out the ugly tree, hit every branch on that bitch on the way down. I mean, busted up in the fucking grill. Just busted as a motherfucker. Got a nice ass on her and fucking could wear a decent pair of pants. That was about all she had going for her. And I think that's all they thought about either, because, you know, that's probably all you could see when she was cleaning out them fuckers. But she'd be cleaning out them fuckers and then come back with no rubber gloves on while she's pulling that hose out of that shit.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure her hands were constantly stained blue. I'm pretty fucking certain. She probably always smelled like obnoxious cherry. I don't know. But what made this, like, these guys were like, literally, you couldn't get them to shut the fuck up. If she was on the job site, they literally had to tell them to fucking leave her alone, like, and stop following her around because they were making her uncomfortable. Like, how gross is that? All right, so we're there. All right, that's how, these are terrible fucking gross people. To top it off, I watched this chick one day after she just got done loading the fucking truck up, reach in her pocket, grab a can of chew, scoop this motherfucker out, and put a big old freshie in.
Oh, that's gnarly. They watch. You probably never get sick either. The amount of bacteria.
No, right?
Like, oh.
No, she's got like Mr. Burns syndrome, right? Like, she's got so much shit wrong in her. If you cured one thing, she'd fucking completely spiral out and fall apart. Gotta be. Gotta be.
I'm glad I'm not that ugly.
I'm done with fucked up fucking stories.
Dude, I'm glad I'm not that ugly. Like, I realize I'm not the handsomest of dudes, but to be the person where the company you work for has to put you in the back cleaning shitters because you're going to scare away everyone else. That's
You know what, man? I don't even care if you ugly, but when you nasty, I can't do it. No, there's a line that has to be drawn.
yeah.
And that's it. No, bad.
Except for when we used to go hogging back in high school. But, okay, maybe like early bar years, not high school, because there had to be alcohol involved.
I'm gonna pretend I like. Yeah. Do you say okay? Do you say hogging?
Yeah. We used to go to the bar and see who could bring home the nastiest chick.
Boys.
I had a buddy who was, dude, he wanted to find the fattest girl he possibly could. This was his goal. His goal was he wanted a girl to absolutely break the bed on him. Like, he's proud. He is up in the 300s. He is absolutely fucking, he will fucking tell. That's like the second thing he tells you after he tells you his name is his fucking top weight number. He's like, I'm fat and my biggest one's right around 360 right now. I think is the last time I talked to him.
That's big. That's big for any animal. Especially
he's so far beyond that now. That was just like the first time I fucking met him. I think that's what he told me. That dude is okay. in the years I worked with him, that dude is so far up.
Yeah, kind of. My buddy Dad holds the record for the biggest woman when we used to play these games. And I've got the ugliest by far. And and the worst part is I wasn't even drunk when I did it. I just told him it was going to happen because when I worked at this freight warehouse in Prince George, if you work the security shift, you have to call in every hour to the security line so that they would know people aren't breaking in and murdering you while you're at work alone or some shit like that. And you get to know these people because you're calling them every hour for fucking weeks on end kind of thing. And I end up she had a hot voice, okay? I'll say that. But I was telling the dudes that I work with just throughout the week when I'm not doing security shift, like, oh no, dude, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh no, you're not. No, you're not. I'm like, fuck you, I am. And then I met up with her for the first time at the Tim Hortons on Victoria Street in Prince George. It's still there to this day. And from about 80 feet away, I was like, what the fuck did I do? Because I'd already made a promise and I kept my promise.
You kept that shit, huh?
Oh, wow.
There's some back in the day. Oh yeah. It's like, what the fuck? There's one. Okay, this is really good. I don't even know if I was in high school yet. Me and a couple boys were over at this chick's house, and one girl was a little older and rougher, and we were playing games like spin the bottle, bullshit like that, goofing around. Like you don't know how to properly initiate shit, so you got to have like a game to do it, right? So we're doing that shit or whatever. All leads to whatever, and me and this one rough looking chick ended up going a little farther than I definitely wanted to. I was a fucking kid. Anyways, years go by. I'm running a bar, restaurant, banquet area. It's a winter fest going on in town. We're holding the arm wrestling. Bars rocking, fucking hundreds of people in and out of the building. Who do I see? Biker chick. And she's like, I'm joking with some of the people there. I'm like, you want to hear a funny story? So I tell them this story. I'm like, I was like 13, fuck, chick jumped my fucking bones, fucking whatever, laughing about it. Doesn't she knuckle some dude right in the hallway, cause a big scene, get arrested, fucking whole bunch of shit. I'm like, holy fuck. Look at this disaster of a fucking broad. I'm like, oh, that's my first. That's my first right there. Never even introduced that to nobody. That one.
I remember. I guess we'll wait till this is done.
No, the biker shit.
When I was in my mid-20s, I was like, I used to hang out with around a bunch of meth heads, and I didn't do meth at that point. I just did a lot of cocaine and drank a lot of alcohol. That was kind of my thing. Didn't even smoke weed. And I had this one girlfriend, Jana was her name, and she was interesting. Let's just say it that way. And I brought her home for Christmas, and well,
My God, you have an amazing this bitch fucked up Christmas story.
no, there unfortunately was like
Oh,
we didn't
damn
fuck
it.
Christmas up, but it was like it was just like one of those. My parents are like, Jesus fucking Christ, like what like you could tell by the way they're looking at you, and she's fucked in the head. Because they kind of the year before I brought my buddy Jeanette home, may she rest in peace, and we were just kind of friends who would maybe every once in a while get in bed together, whatever, right? That's not nothing serious. But I remember it was right around Christmas time one year, and she was going to the second hand store and buying her kid like used Uno decks and stuff for like that for Christmas. And I was like, nah, you come to my parents' place. We'll fucking do Christmas up. Because she had a son and a daughter at that point in time, right? I was like, come over to my place for Christmas. We'll do fucking wicked Christmas for your kids and, wicked dinner and all that. And we do that. And, yeah, so that was like a good positive experience, right? Where you're, like someone who you did a really good solid for someone who deserved it kind of thing. And then the next year, I come home with just meth head bitch, fucking crazy. Like she had big hooters, but that was kind of her. Whenever, yeah, like
To the point where like your mom would have looked at you and been like, if you're that hard up, I'll pay for you to get a hand job, all right?
it might have been better that way. Because like this chick was crazy, and then when I finally was like, okay, I'm done. Like I can't deal with you because like she was fucked, right? And like like. So it was a fairly short time thing, like maybe a month we were together. And when I break up with her, she turned into like a stalker bitch for about as long as we were originally together for in the first place, about a month. And it was just like, it was fucking weird, dude. Like yeah. Thank God I fucking, like I don't regret life in those early days, but thank fucking God I think better than I did then and make smarter choices. Like I would have hated to be my parents watching me go through the fucking late teens and fucking early to mid fucking 30s, I guess. That's where I kind of started getting really less dumb.
I was in that relationship for a long time, so I was well behaved for many years. But before that, there's a G-Bay that you guys don't know about. I was a wild child, man. Fucking suspended from school and shit all the time.
In the 4 years that I went to Kelly Road High School, I had over a full school year's worth of suspensions built up. Again, 2 90-day suspensions in there will fucking help.
No, so you're up there with me then. I had to forfeit a year basically due to administrative issues. Still got my fucking diploma though.
I was told me and the school could part ways.
It's funny. Yeah,
They said it didn't look like I was going to learn anything. It would be best if I would stop showing up.
They kind of told me that too, but honestly, I went and found a new school and graduated because right before I got kicked out of school, I'd kind of had that switch happen in my brain where I'm like, okay, let's do this so I can get on with life, sort of thing. And I ended up fucking wanting that. As a result, I'm the only one of four kids my parents have had that graduated high school. Got an older brother, 2 younger sisters. None of them fucking have even come close.
I went back, finally got my GED, but fucking in the interim, I went out and got a job. So it was kind of fun. It was actually my first fucking welding job I bullshitted into was right after that. I was working like on summers for this fucking place, raising grain bins. Kind of a fucking nice little job, out in the middle of nowhere, real easy to get baked in the middle of a fucking cornfield and then come back out, start, shoving fucking bolts in. Well,
Yeah.
I told that dude I was just so happened to fucking be a master welder at fucking high school when I fucking graduated. Now at
Had you
this
ever
point,
picked up a welding rod before at that point?
yes, in shop class,
Okay.
I was
Okay,
having
so-
a whole lot of fun grabbing the fucking rods in the welder and turning it up as hot as possible and seeing how fucking much metal I could cut. Nothing, no way did I fucking learn how to weld whatsoever. So as soon as that guy was like, "Yeah, man, you hop in the truck with him over here. We got some work for you," I was like, "Oh fuck, I better figure out what the fuck I'm doing." So I started handing homeboy rods for a little while and fucking grabbing tools. And he's like, "You ever gonna fucking, like fire up the other machine and get to work?" And I was like, I guess. So I finally jumped into that shit and just started getting after. Fucking about a couple years after that, I was teaching motherfuckers how to weld.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. That's how I got into it. Bullshitted my way right into it, and then realized when that motherfucker gave me like a chance, I better make the fucking best of it.
Yep. That was the same thing with sandblasting when I got into that, right? I'd kind of, hey, sandblasting's pretty easy, but when you're hooking up all your hoses and shit like that, if you don't know what you're doing, I guess it's a bit daunting. And just kind of, jumped right in there. And that ended up being like a fun job. For an ADD motherfucker like us, where you just kind of standing there with a big fire hose shooting sand out of it at a wall, like, take that paint off and turn the metal white. It's like, okay, I can do that.
I can do that.
Like, yeah, man, you got like a space helmet that's like fed.
Oh, you make a lot of fucking noise.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you can have like
fuck.
music on, podcasts on, it's fucking great.
If you want to fuck with your friend, don't get too close, but you can fucking ruin his day real quick, sandblast his ass.
Oh fuck, that hurts. that hurts. I remember I only dropped my hose one time ever, and when I did, I turned around, and on my way out the door, kind of thing, running away, it fucking hit me right in the back of the knee, and it just felt like someone just like, holy shit. Keep running until I'm good and out of the way, and then just laying on the ground like, it didn't break skin. It just hurt like hell.
Hell, the last fucking sandblaster I used was at the last welding job I was at doing some fucking semi repairs, and I fucking see it over in the corner, and like this motherfucker has been making me like clean out metal the hard way for like quite a while. I was like, does this sandblaster like work? He's like, yeah. It's like, why don't we fucking use it? Like, you would cut this time in half, and it would be so much easier on me than what I'm doing. And he's like, I just stopped using it because I hate fucking cleaning up the mess. So you fucking prick. I've been working here for like fucking like, yo. So one day I got all fucking real wild hair up my ass while I had a sandblaster going. I got about fucking distance of the trailer away, but I fucking kept him in the corner of that motherfucker for about 30 seconds. I was like, have fun with that, you fucking bitch. Clean up your trailer. Yeah.
Love it. So I'm making some hot chocolate because we finally got into the munchie section of the show, and I'm craving sugar. So I haven't found the marshmallows. Like, we're gonna go hard on this one. It's gonna be phenomenal.
Not a bad idea.
Bro,
You want a hot
Loaded sour cream and onion chips.
yeah, you ever had those fucking those s'mores fucking jet puff fucking marshmallows?
No.
It's got like a graham cracker crust on the fucking outside of the marshmallow, and it literally has a chunk of fucking chocolate on the inside of the marshmallow. One bite is a whole fucking s'more. It's the most amazing thing ever. Put that shit on a stick and you put it over a fire. It's like angels fucking sing when it hits the fire, man. Yeah, dude. The fucking gates open up, the beams come down, fucking they sing.
You know what is good for s'mores for the chocolate part? If you take the Reese's Pieces, the chocolate bar, not the cups, they make a chocolate bar for you. And you take chocolate bar, break that up with your graham cracker and marshmallow. That's fucking awesome once that gets all melted. Because then you get the peanut butter and the chocolate.
Oh, you want to hear some fucking Booth Camp original shit?
Yes.
Lobster infused caramel s'mores on the campfire. Oh yeah. Get you motherfucking some of that.
It happened.
I ate way too many of those that year.
I bet you slept good that night.
I think so. Yes, sir. Oh shit.
I'm really excited for this.
Bro, like, so I like marshmallows, but I will swing on a motherfucker who will like give a motherfucker a peep and try to claim it's just a marshmallow. A peep is not just marshmallow. There's something wrong with that little motherfucker.
Yeah.
What's your opinions on some peeps?
Well, it's marshmallow-ish.
Adjacent at best. Ish. You know what? Not even adjacent. Ish. Sort of. Marshmallow, sort of.
It's got a marshmallowy consistency to it, but I don't think it's an actual marshmallow. It's like, I don't know.
Fuck a peep. I'm just gonna say it. Fuck a peep.
I don't eat them.
No good. No bueno. Although
well, I'm not a huge marshmallow person. I'll do them in the hot chocolate, and if you're around the fire, I'll roast them up with that and stuff. But like, yeah, the marshmallow stuff that's in like Rocky Road ice cream, I love that part. That's like one of my favorite parts of Rocky Road ice cream.
yeah. Peeps are dookie. Right? Dude, the only cool thing about a peep is putting that bitch in a microwave, like your sister's fucking microwave, and leaving. After you watch it fucking huh?
Do they get big?
Oh yeah. Yeah, right before they fucking explode. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Although if you do it too much, they'll catch on fire and it's not good, so you got to watch out. But yeah,
it's okay because I got a sister-in-law and her husband's a firefighter. So
no, don't smoke. Don't do a peep s'more. That's just not cool. Don't do it, man. Don't. So, if all you can afford is a peep, I will send you a bag of Jet Puff marshmallows, man. I will. Don't. Yeah. Right?
Maple marshmallows, is that a thing, Jeffro? Or am I just kind of reading that wrong and you're adding maple to the marshmallows for s'mores?
No, there's maple marshmallows.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've had I think they call it like a maple mallow, don't they?
I don't know. Up here, they're just.
How the fuck? You're not even Canadian and you've experienced this and I don't even know
maple
about
marshmallow? Fuck yeah, man. I'm somewhat of a marshmallow connoisseur.
Yeah, maple syrup and shit is actually like an Eastern Canada thing. That doesn't happen out here. I know a lot of y'all Yankees are disappointed to hear that, but this is true.
BC
brand, President's Choice. Okay, I'm gonna look for that because, like, do we have the maple syrup? Let's see, like any good Canadian, right? Not that stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff too. Good job. That takes a sip. And he's a tree worker.
BBQ.
Get it. Yeah. If that's real maple syrup, it might be good for fucking cloning. Fucking swirl it around and pop her in a fucking plug. It'd be definitely good to add to like your fucking labs and all your fucking mixes for a little microbe food. You know, that'll fucking tear up some fucking good old 100% fucking maple. Pure fucking maple. Boy, they fucking eat that up.
My little lady's giving me the I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed look.
Yeah, I've probably got some of those fucking.
Leave him alone.
I've probably gotten some of those tonight. It's all right. You know what? We're not always really good at.
Maple syrup is delicious. It really is. I'm not in the habit of actually guzzling this shit. That was kind of like face. That was kind of for show, but that was fucking good.
It's fucking good.
The fact that I'm about to go and pound a big glass of hot chocolate with a bunch of 100% sugar marshmallows in there is,
Yeah.
I probably didn't need the shot of maple syrup, but since we're on the subject. Oh, and look how sweet my badass
wait.
fucking hot chocolate cup is. This is the only time I can ever use this for hot chocolate because it's too big for coffee.
It's whistling.
I think I just thought of something, and I need to know if some fucking Canadians do this. I feel like it probably should be a Canadian thing. And I'm bringing out my inner fucking raider for this one. Do y'all
Okay.
put like fucking maple syrup in your like milk? You know, like we
No.
make chocolate milk around
No.
here. I can
Fuck
see
no.
like putting some maple syrup up in your milk and being like, "Woo, maple milk." You don't think that
I'm
sounds
not
like an
mad
okay
at you
idea?
for saying that though. That
Right?
first time
I'm
I've
not
ever
mad
heard
at
that.
myself for saying it because I've done some like caramel milk and it's not amazing, but
Right.
maple would be better.
That's not a bad.
I'm just saying. If it's
Maybe.
not a Canadian thing, maybe y'all should make it a thing. It might be all right. Give it a fucking try, bud.
Yeah, I think I may have to.
We'll
I
break
definitely
out the
put on my
Lucky
bacon
Aerosmith for
bacon.
this. You are gonna fucking make me sick. You know that, right?
My kids do it. They love it. Okay, so
Alright,
Victoria's kids do it.
Wait, this is a fucking thing. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. I'll have to try it. I can get it to make this up. Even though I don't really like milk.
Syrup.
Do it for you guys. Oh, here he's doing it. We get it live.
I don't know what the ratio should be. How
Well,
fucking
that's the same
Canadian
as
do
you-
you have to be to fucking do this shit?
About the same ratios you'd use for chocolate syrup. It's darker.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. It'd be about the same ratio, right?
It looks more like eggnog now than milk.
Ooh, I can get behind that. I like eggnog.
I like
Eggnog's fucking good.
Maple for me on bacon. Like right when your bacon's done, just drizzle a tiny bit of maple on there.
You know, that ain't bad. Maple milk, that's not bad.
I mean, is it just mapley milk, huh?
Yeah, it's
Everyone in
like,
chat right now is making up.
there's nothing special about it, right? But it is sweet and has the maple in there 100%.
Oh, maple, add a little cocoa powder. Yeah, let's make this thing. Fucking put a little dash of cocoa powder in there. Are you in the kitchen? Fuck yeah, man. Let's whip up a fucking drink here.
Maple syrup on shredded wheat.
Dude, the cacao.
Hillbilly Herb, are you old like me, grandpa style, eating your shredded wheat?
How much do I got to put in here, you figure?
I mean, what it say? Add a little. Let's just add a teaspoon. Sounds like a good starter.
Okay, hold on, Jason Line. What's with the eggnog and the coffee? What does it do? Give it a nice flavor and a little bit of richness, a little bit of
Oh yeah, you just use eggnog instead of creamer, man.
yeah, okay. Because I don't like
Yeah.
It
eggnog.
doesn't mix. It just stays powdery.
Like, does the maple syrup like fucking not allow like the fucking shit to mix in there?
Try some?
Oh, it's not
Don't put it back in there wet. You dumb dumb.
emulsifying.
Get my baking stuff. Away.
I'm about to kick out of the kitchen, guys. Thank you.
Go.
See?
Oh,
Take
yum.
your damn marshmallows and go away.
Powdery.
Take your marshmallows.
Herb was getting the boot out of the kitchen.
The maple milk was okay, though.
Cups, you're eating all the stuff. Get out of here.
You're making a mess. You're dipping wet spoons in dry powders.
No, it wasn't
Oh,
wet.
bro.
Not at all, it wasn't. I put the powder in here first.
Second time.
Yeah.
Like,
First
Fucking
time.
get
And
'em,
then
man.
there's a whole nother powdery mess. So take your mess and go away.
Look what you guys did. I hope you're satisfied.
He doesn't clean up the kitchen. So
I am
don't let him do
Hey, I'm going to tell you a little fucking secret, Caribou. I am completely satisfied with myself.
It's okay. It's more of a bubbly. It's not as powdery anymore. So we've created good shit here. Okay, let's go. Let's do this.
the travesty.
That's pretty decent. I got a lot. That's pretty decent.
So next time you need to make chocolate milk and then add the fucking maple syrup to it, and then fucking voila.
Well, that wasn't even chocolate milk. That was straight up actual cocoa.
Oh well,
Yeah,
okay.
pretty
So
good.
just put some cocoa in fucking milk. I think you got to melt cocoa first. Wait, is it like shavings? Like is that just like
That's-
straight up like chocolate shavings?
No, it was like
Dude,
powdered cocoa, and then it just, you know, how it gets when it's not hot, right? When you try and mix
Oh
it.
yeah.
That was a fun experiment. I was expecting that to backfire on me like the Great Booch episode of 2022. And it didn't.
Bro, did Colton send you that fucking dude who's definitely exploded way more booches than you?
No, but I want to hear about it.
This motherfucker had like booch opening protocol. Every booch he opened, he did it with a fucking jar over the top of it. So then just right back into the pot. So it was like a big pot, a booch, and then a fucking like a mason jar over the top. Yeah, deflector. So
That was a really good
if you get into booching again, you just need to get used to fucking getting yourself a deflector and a pot for those interesting experiments.
I like it when it just geysers up really big, though. That's.
Ends
Hey,
up
to be
down the hall.
honest, well, I bet you that dude actually knew it was coming, so it probably isn't that actually hard. Whereas I didn't realize what was waiting when I popped that lid.
Right? Definitely
But
experience.
dude, that was definitely one of my better moments, though, I think, because it was awesome.
Bro, I mean overachiever in the extreme, for sure.
And there's actually still booch on the roof chunks right there. You look hard, you can see like a string out of it from the pineapple. You know, actually, that'd probably more likely be the ginger. It's probably ginger.
But and you never have found the cap, right? The cap is still a mystery.
I
Or
don't
did you find the cap?
recall- I don't recall. The cap may or may not have disappeared. I just remember being real thankful my face wasn't anywhere near that thing when it rocketed off, because I would have like
We'd still see this
or something. Yeah. I love you. She loves me.
Hey, did you let her know we're doing a fucking show and we don't need all that sass while we're trying to have a nice fucking family show around here?
I don't know if I'm brave enough to speak to her in that manner, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I'm not involved in this.
I could get away with a lot, but I feel like with me, the walking the razor's edge of life and death, and whether or not she didn't bring me into this world, but she can definitely take me the fuck out, because I sleep next to her every night. And, you know.
Dude, I know my old lady has done some foul shit to me while I'm sleeping. Fucking wake up all fucked up, and I'm like, I know you did this. I know you did it. I was just fine when I went to fucking sleep, and you woke up happy. I know you fucking did it.
All right.
Smiling over there reading the book already.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. You'll be like, notice that, like, friggin' there's like a patch off the dresser that looks like it's been cleared off or something like that. She's got him pulled out like it's a step ladder so she can get up on top of there and stuff, and just pull a fucking Randy Savage jump off the fucking top turnbuckle. Because our bed is pretty comfy, and for the most part, I don't wake up feeling bad from sleeping in the bed unless she was angry at me within the last 48 hours.
Right. They think we can't make these correlations. They're all like, and half the time, they also plan it to be like around a heavy work day, but they don't realize that we talk so much shit about what our heavy work day is. So like, you know, like that wasn't our actual. So then that night though, they whoop the fuck out of us, and we wake up like we had a real rough work day, but really we know better. right? So they're trying to fucking gaslight us into some shit, but I see what's going on.
See,
All right, ladies.
Sometimes
fucking see
it takes me a while to fall asleep. Sometimes, like to fall soundly asleep. But once I'm asleep, I usually got at least 2-3 hours where
Have your way.
good fucking luck. And yeah, that's where the fucking lead pipes and the rebar comes out. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've told you guys, like, so I used to have a lot of piercings, and while I was starting to get rid of a lot of them, I was holding on to this one fucking eye ring when I met my wife. She hated that motherfucker. Guess what? I don't
Rip it
have
out?
anymore. I woke up one morning with that bitch on a pillow, my face fucking bleeding, and me wondering what the fuck happened. That's all I know. That's all I'm saying. She says she didn't do it, but I do remember being awful fucking sassy with her that day, and then waking up one less eye ring, you know. So, I mean, and I'm not saying she's not gangster, but you know, I saw her try to fight a stripper once on a dance floor too, and she wasn't about to fuck around. Right? So she will get thugged, and I know she did it. I know she did, man. And she just won't admit it to me.
Taking that one to the grave, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. See that, but if I didn't get rid of the mullet, I think there was a good
watch
chance
your
that it was
eyebrows.
going to disappear on me, whether I liked it or not while I was sleeping. I honestly, like, I wish she liked the mullet because I fully on enjoyed that. That was the most fun I've ever had with a haircut. And I was good looking. Now I just look like any fucking Joe Schmo who sits in front of a computer for too long.
Yeah, look, that's what we'll go for. Bunch of mids around here.
I could be one of those, what do they call them? A hipster? I could be a hipster now.
Well, I'd do it.
I've got
Skinny
glasses.
jeans and a fucking flannel. Yeah. Put a
I
Jack
got glasses. They're not here, but I do got glasses.
Put the
somewhere.
Jack Sparrow braid in your beard.
Man, I wish my shit would just like, it doesn't grow fast enough for me to like continually do it because like at some point it's going to get annoying to people, right? I need that like super fast man growing beard, but I just don't have it because if I did, I'd totally braid that shit up. I've always wanted to do that. Although I've always been kind of that Lou Albano motherfucker. I can get it going and like put the rubber bands in it, make the little fucking pony, you know, the little tight pony, fucking horsetail looking thing. I always did like that anyway.
I wish I had the thick beard like that too. Like you look at Colton's fucking lion's mane that he's got going on. Probably doesn't take him too long to grow it out. The line's like a disease, little lawn, fucking patches over here and there. And it's like after about 2 months, it actually sort of fills in and like it looks like one solid piece, especially on camera when you guys can't actually see me. You think those are gray patches? That's just skin showing through.
This is patchy. as the season goes, you just get white and fucking blotchy, you know? so as you scratch it, it's just dead skin flaking up in there and fucking makes it look like gray beard.
I'm a sexy bitch.
I'm just getting like gray now, but I'm kind of
really. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, it's more like sugar and spice though.
You don't work hard enough. Or your life is not stressful enough.
It's all got real stressy this summer, so that's where the gray showed up. It literally just showed up when life started pooping.
Life's been too easy to you.
I know
that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
That's probably gonna go away. Hopefully, I can change my mindset and I get back to the ginger beard.
Dude, I turned 43 in a month here, and yeah, I'm like, give me another 2 to 3 years. By the time I hit 45, there's a good chance I'll be just about completely gray in the beard.
Oh yeah, it's coming. I can't hide it. I don't think. Yeah,
and I've had gray hair, like a few strands going back to when I was in like grade 7, or like when I was about 17. I seem to recall having a few, and then you get a couple more in the 20s, and now that it's, you know, you're in your 40s.
I think by 17, this whole side of my head was already gray. It's fucked up. I went gray really fucking early, man.
Well, it's my dad. He's the same way, right? He's had a beard as long as I can remember. I think I've seen him without a beard probably less than 5 times in my entire life. And yeah, he's probably the same thing. By the time he was mid 40s to 50s, completely fucking white. And now he's like, I don't necessarily know that he went gray, or if he did, he's gone past that to like.
Yeah, my old man. Right.
He's like platinum blonde.
Right. This shit is like silver, right? I've got like that gray fucking silver thing. Like my old man had this, and then that shit went beyond. His shit is like stark fucking white now. Like a motherfucker is a White Walker now when like his hair. It ain't just gray. So yeah, that's where he went.
I've cycled through the looks. Like what was it? Just 2-3 years ago. Well, maybe longer than that now, 4 or 5 maybe, but however long ago it was. I had a fucking raging beard and fucking hair.
Yeah, we know, G-Bay. Dude, that's how we all still remember you, and we're still mad you won't bring it back. So
he raised his little buddy.
Nobody gives a shit about your dimples, G-Bay. Bring back the beard. That's the real hashtag that we need.
I've heard different. I've had it.
We don't care what you think other people have told you. All right, we're telling you what we are telling you.
They just want to laugh at you.
We don't do the same.
We want to be your friend.
Me and you guys do with the dimple likers. Like the dimple likers and me do.
Do they touch your pee-pee?
Well, let's not get into details, but
yeah.
So it sounds like they touch your pee-pee.
I think somebody's fucking starting to blush over there.
I'm fucking burning up over here. Hit the end button. End stream. Bye. Thank you. Have a good night.
Take me down to the graveyard. Show me a resting place. Take this worry away from me. My final bed to lay. I need asylum. In prison. Forgotten and buried. Forgotten and buried. Well, I get so nervous thinking about the future. 'Cause I've been wrong before. Heaven never warned you of the joys of hell. The world can get so manic. Silence sits so well. I need asylum. In prison. Forgotten and married. Forgotten and married. I get so nervous thinking about the future. 'Cause I've been wrong before. Coffin and I dug myself a hole. The fear had buried me. The youth that want me turned me cold. I need asylum. In prison. Forgotten and buried. Forgotten and buried. Well, I get so nervous thinking about the future. 'Cause I've been wrong before. Well, I get so nervous thinking about the future.
The old lady tells me that all the time. Oh, you're so wrong.
Well, yeah, you're wrong. You're always wrong. Duh.
All right, let's do one for the road, everyone. You know how we do it. This one's for me, but here's to you, the motherfucking Booth Crew. Oh, god damn it, son of a bitch. You know what, Fluff? That fucking damn top check got me all fucked up.
Late in the bucket show. Had to make sure you got class video in, huh?
We went through all of the trouble of loading it. We went to TikTok to read it. And who did we catch in contact? Come on, people, be honest.
Alright, who'd it get? Who'd it get?
Yeah.
Not me with that.
Fuck yeah, you gotta eat that calamari.
My fave.